Greetings, it's Kimberly Sherry, International Energy Healer, helping you lead a life of wealth without worry. Welcome to Friday already again. Here, it's Friday in Australia. I hope that doesn't confuse you. I know it's Thursday evening in the States, but it's Friday here. Friday, I'm a little bit late today. I was doing some yoga this morning. And it was so amazing. We were on the second floor of this building that overlooked all of the ocean. Hey, Claudia. And we saw this huge pod of dolphins, about 20 of them, that were jumping up in the water. It was like really distracting, but super amazing. Anyway, hey, Janelle. So today, Lakshmi, I wanted to talk about something that is, part of our growing and expanding. And that is releasing old programs that don't serve us. So what most of us don't realize is that, many of the thoughts that we think and the beliefs that we have are all based on the ways that we've been programmed. And hey, the ways that we've been programmed. And so I was thinking into a really huge program, especially this time of year, that people have been programmed into, and that is into the whole holidays, Christmas. For some of us, this is just traditions, and I'm not saying it's something that you shouldn't do, but for a lot of people, the whole Christmas and holiday thing doesn't really work for them. They do it against their will. They go to family gatherings that they resent. They have huge arguments. And, maybe on the way home, if they didn't argue at the dinner, maybe they start arguing on the way home with their partner because they've been holding it down so long. I mean, it's just, there's so much around it. All of the commercialism, people going into debt over this whole event. And I think of that how grateful I am. Now I can say that I didn't as a child, but as a child I grew up without Christmas. Grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and so we didn't get to have Christmas, and that was really, really hard as a child because everybody was receiving gifts and so forth. But now as an adult, when I left the Jehovah's Witnesses, I did celebrate Christmas for a little while, mostly for my kids. But now as an adult, I can decide if that's something that I want to do that really serves me or not, And so I have chosen to not participate. And so now that I'm here in Australia, at least visiting for a couple more months, that I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. And, I love being able to just give generously from the heart when I'm inspired. And so for those of you that know me, I'm always, giving my healing gifts here and there, just as I'm inspired, as people need it, as I can see the need. And so, these programs, though, they're so deeply embedded that for people to consider, oh, thanks, Lakshmi, that's so sweet. She says, you are the greatest gift. But for a lot of people, this holiday season is so deeply embedded that people can't even imagine not doing it, even if it's against their will. So, this is just one example of, a program that may or may not work for you. And if Christmas and the holidays works for you, great, hallelujah, amen. And, for those of you who may just be coming out of the Jehovah's Witnesses, to be able to finally have this celebration that you couldn't have, for however many years you were in the Jehovah's Witnesses, that it might be a really fun tradition for you to try out. But I think the point I'm trying to make is that, we should be doing the things that bring us joy because it works for us, not because somebody said you should do this and you should do it this way. Some people are programmed to maybe as growing up in a family of doctors or lawyers, that's what you're programmed to be when you grow up, is you're just going to be a doctor. And, maybe that's not what they want to do. There's a million programs. But letting go of the things that aren't working for us, the beliefs that we hold that are not ours, that are maybe our parents, that are maybe belong to our religion, that maybe belong to the teachers that programmed us. There's so many things that need to be let go of in order for us to actually have the life we desire. And so how do you let go of these programs? Well, I have a whole mentoring program, and that's just part of what I teach in this mentoring program. But the one thing that I wanted to share today is that a big part of this is raising your vibrational frequency to a higher vibration so that you could even entertain that idea, so that you can let go of the guilt of taking care of yourself, of living your dreams and your desires. All of that lives in a much higher vibration. And one of the ways to do that is I have this really simple meditation process that I like to walk people through. I call it running your energy. And on, let's see, what is today? In tomorrow here, but Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be doing a free global, what I call it, MediClearing. It's a meditation and an energy clearing, where I will be walking you through this running of your energies. And so this is what I do remotely, is I help people release lower vibrating energies that are not working, that are not part of who they are. Most of you don't realize that so much of what you're feeling is not even you. But you can't really know that until you experience something different. So that's why I want to walk you through, for those of you who want to do this, it's free, this free meditation, so that you can start to let go of some of these programs that are not working, so that you can let go of some of the guilt, some of the maybe anger that you have and resentment, so that you can start coming up into that higher vibration where all of your dreams and your desires already exist. It's not like you can't have the love that you desire, or it's not like you can't have the money that you desire, or whatever it is you desire. It's because that already exists. It's out there. You're just not in alignment with it. And so that's what the beauty of this meditation is, that it helps you to start getting into alignment with what it is you desire. And then I help you open the channels that are going to allow the receiving to happen. Hey, Bess, nice having you here. And so it's a really amazing experience. If you've never done it before, try something new. Try something new and experience. Hey, Adriana, experience what it feels like to let go of energies that are not yours. Because it's really a shame that so many people walk through their days, feeling depressed or feeling angry or feeling anxious, and not realizing that none of that is even yours. But once you can walk through this experience and allow yourself to receive, to let go in a really safe way, in a safe space, in the comfort of your own home, that you can start to experience more of you. And once you start realizing that so much of the stuff that you're carrying is not yours, it makes you excited and anxious to be able to do this process on a regular basis, so that you can feel more like yourself, so that you can be in that higher vibration where everything that you desire already exists. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, because so many of us are holding these programs, and many of you are familiar with the idea that our thoughts create our reality. That's starting to become pretty well known. What we think about, what we focus on the most with the greatest intensity, is what we're going to create. Unfortunately, a lot of people are using that principle in the wrong direction, and they're really angry and they're really frustrated. And then they create more crap in their life because their emotions are so intensely focused in the wrong direction. But if we could do sort of the opposite, if we could start letting go of all of these things, and then you can start focusing on what it is you do desire and what you do want, and you can start feeling more like yourself, then life starts to look differently, starts to feel differently. You start feeling more joy. And as a result, what are you going to start attracting into your life? You're going to start attracting the energy that you're putting out there. And so if you're in a more joyful state, you'll start attracting more joyful people, more joyful experiences. Like a dolphin of pods of 20 dolphins this morning, being able to see that. That brings me joy. So anyway, this is what I wanted to talk about today, because I know a lot of people, for a lot of people, the holiday season is a very dark time. You know, it's a very depressing time where it's a reminder that we're not with our family, that we're missing loved ones. And so I wanted to give this as a gift so that you could start experiencing something new and something different. It's really simple. So I'm going to post the link so that you can sign up for this for free. And I'm going to be walking you through this meditation and helping to raise your vibrational frequencies to something much higher, something much more exciting. So for some of you, this might be a completely new concept. And so I really, really encourage you to try something new. And for those of you who have done this many, many times before, of course, you already know how much better you feel afterwards, and just the beauty of it. So encourage you to come on in and just participate for free. So I'm going to post that link. And boy, it's hard to believe another Friday is already here. Time is just going so fast like that. And, you know, here we are. And so the part of the reason that I wanted to do this this Friday, you're just learning about meditation. Okay, great. Well, then you're in for a treat. This is perfect timing because we're just heading into the winter solstice. So I like to work with the energies, the natural energies that are happening. Like the solstice is the darkest time of the year. It's the longest days. It's when we're furthest away from the sun. So energetically, it's like the deepest point that we can get energetically, which is the perfect time to dig deep and pull out all that crap that's not working. So, and from that perspective, it's a really, really great time. The solstice marks a shift in season and a shift in time. And here we are creating that shift as we're just going into the end of the year. So another marker of creating a shift for us. And so a lot of people use the end of the year to make New Year's resolutions. I don't believe in that, but I do believe in setting goals and intentions. I do that on a regular basis, sometimes daily, so that I stay focused on what it is I desire. And so, but it's hard to do if you still have these old programs that are running that are telling you, you know, that you can't put yourself first, that that's selfish. And that's not true, that's a lie. You're the only person that is living your life, right? And so who better to decide how that should be, how your life should be? But, you know, going against some of those programs can feel a little daunting when we first start taking care of ourselves. But at any rate, this is the perfect time as we're moving into the end of this year to start creating and preparing for next year. Next year is going to be a blink of the eye. It's like, can't you? It's hard to believe that already this whole year is almost over. And next year is just going to happen again just like that. And so it really makes you start to think, wow, where was I a year ago? Am I still in that same place? That would be really sad. And if you are, really, really great time to start creating some shifts and changes about how you do want your life to change. So I encourage you to take advantage of this free meditation I'm going to be offering on Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to also post a time converter so you can check what time it will be in your time zone. I will be recording it, but honestly, it's so much better if you can do it live and in person, because then I'm tapping into all the energies of all the people that will be there. And so if you're there live, then you can, then I can tap into your specific energy. And it'll be much more beneficial to you if you can go there live. But if not, you can always listen to the recording. But either way, you'll need to sign up for that. So what else? Happy holidays. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. Feeling a major push that you're posting a link. Yes, I am. Going to be posting a link. I'm going to be posting a link so you can register for the free meditation, MediClearing, that will be Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So join in with that. I will be, just transparently, I'm going to be sharing something that maybe some of you are interested in, maybe not. But a lot of people know that they really are, like, this feels like a really big year, that they really want to do something big. They really are ready to make a big change. And so I'm going to be sharing just a general invitation for those who are ready for that. And if you're ready, maybe you'd like to participate in the invitation I'm going to be sharing, and also a special offer for those who are joining on the call. So anyway, I will meet you tomorrow evening, Friday, 6 p.m. for the global MediClearing. And we're going to clear out all the crap from this old year and really start getting ready for a brand new, amazing year. I know I'm preparing for a really powerful year. I am too, so ready for change. I'm always ready for change. Something new, something exciting. Hey, William. So as soon as I finish here, I'm going to post that link. So join me tomorrow, and wishing all of you a really blessed holiday season and a beautiful week. Hey, Raz, nice to have you here. So for those of you who maybe are just coming on board, listen to the recording and get ready to register for Friday. It's going to be really exciting. Okay, much love. Bye, everyone. And until we meet again, keep asking my favorite question, how? How, I ask. Does it get any better than this? And then stay in that blissful question of, I wonder. All right, much love, friends. Namaste.